Black Friday. It's coming on, or maybe it's already passed. But anyway, let's get down to big sales things. What I've done is running 7, 8, and 9-figure businesses to help them see success so that they can understand how to develop bigger, better customer bases and not steal all the future success by trying to make Facebook look good. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, best practices. This is what we're going to get into today. I'm so excited. Once again, hi, my name is Charlie. Let me hit it up. You win Black Friday. Let's go. Okay. First off, once again, my name is Charlie. It's great to see you. If you enjoy this stuff, please feel free to subscribe down here or comment if you have any questions. And if you enjoy any of this stuff, I'd love it if you could share with some friends. That's one of the best ways that you can say thank you for this. And also, why not share success and happiness with other people? And if you want more things, you can get started today. Go to facebookdisruptor.com and you can sign up for a Disruptor Dispatch. It's $1 to get started for the first month, and you get emails constantly with exclusive content, interviews, videos before they come out, articles, all sorts of fun stuff. Anyway, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I decided to focus in on this because right now, as I'm recording at the end of July, is when you need to start prepping for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Now, it's called Black Friday because it's when all the companies get out of the red, right? So historically speaking, January is kind of a dark time. January, February, March, people might have some sales, they get some stuff. And then we're propped up by sales, right? We get Mother's Day, Father's Day, right? We get July 4th, we get Memorial Day. We get all these sales towards the spring. But then what happens is the summer is blood in the streets and has been for decades. And if you're suffering on Facebook right now, understand that June and July is always bad. It has been for decades. It has nothing to do with Apple or with Tim Cook or with Zuckerberg or anything else. We have this conversation every single year. I've seen this conversation for nearly a decade, and every time it's like brand spanking new. The point is, Black Friday is when most companies get out of the black. That's why it's called Black Friday. Literally, that's the etymology of the term. So let's get down to some simple strategies for you to see success in Black Friday. And I'm going to break this down in 3 parts, okay? Number 1, sorry, I'm getting my pen out here. Number 1 is your CRM lists, okay? So CRM is a customer resource. What you want to do is be able to make sure that you get your email list as big as possible. Also, heavily focus on building your chatbots and your networks here. I think it is one of the most wildly underutilized resources we have. Chatbot open rate is like 80-90%. These people want to hear from you. When you're launching sales, instead of paying money to reach people, instead of retargeting your site traffic, why not just reach them for free with chatbots? Now, I've got a whole strategy on all that stuff, and we can dive way deep into it, but I want to tell you right now, what I highly recommend is that you focus on growing the chatbot for your brand. Now, this can be as simple as using comment to opt-in chatbot experiences on posts inside of your Facebook page. Right, so maybe this is just as simple as every post that you're running as an ad also can run as a comment to opt in. If people comment, then your chatbot can reach out and say like, hey, thank you for showing an interest. Would you like a discount? Would you like this? Would you like whatever? And if they say yes, great. What's your email address so we can send this out to? We want to say thank you for your interest in the brand. Now that is amazing. Plus what you're doing is you're basically paying whatever fee that on the discount. That's your customer acquisition cost to make a sale later. Maybe you're struggling to make sales for $40, $50, but you give a $15 discount and then you can make 3 sales to that person for free later. Well, if it costs you $15 to make 3 sales for free later, it costs you $5 to make a sale downstream. And you're not competing with everybody else when astronomical advertising costs come into play. So get your chatbots in line. Now, I also highly recommend while you're doing that, if you notice, I said, hey, is this your email address? Because I'm getting your email address too. So I've got your email address. I've got your chatbot permissions. And now I can reach you for free when it comes time to do promotional material. So get your CRM list in line, before Black Friday, so that when Black Friday actually drops, when you actually launch your sales, which honestly should be happening the week before Black Friday or that whole month, do not compete with actual Black Friday day. Because there are billion-dollar companies that will waste millions of dollars just to make it more expensive for you. Believe me, I've been on the other end of that, drowning out everybody with a $500 a day budget because you don't even have the ability to play in that game. But there are other things we can do there. The point is, get these people ahead of time. Get them ahead of time, and they're free when it comes time to run promotions. Not just Black Friday, but Mother's Day, Father's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Christmas, Easter, whatever day it is that you want. Leif Erikson Day. I don't care. The point is, you can get them for free later because you acquired their information in a way when there's not a lot of competition that develops trust. Build a relationship with your customer. Give a damn about your buyer, and it's going to be really easy to sell to them. So anyway, chatbots. That's the first thing I wanted to get to. Second thing is bundling. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make constantly is they focus on, well, let me discount everything in my store. They take standard prices on standard products and they discount them. Or they'll take products and if it was running for $50, they'll jack it up to $75 and then offer 50% off or some god-awful thing like that. And I know we've all seen that shit happen. So here's the thing. What that is doing, yes, you're going to get a surge of revenue in a single day, and it's going to be great. But what you've done is a concept what we call pulling sales forward. The people who may or may not have bought from you in the next week or 2 weeks or month, they all buy from you right now. Now what that means is the several days or weeks after that sale are horrible. You are going to struggle to see any revenue. Now I was running a business at a time where we were making, on average, we would cross the six-figure Shopify mark before I would go home every day. Sometimes it'd be around lunch, sometimes around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but in general, we're doing about $100,000 a month, or $100,000 a day. Now, this is just for perspective, but the same thing holds true if you're spending $500 a day or $50,000 a day. It doesn't matter. The concept still holds true. I just want to give some context. Now, on Black Friday, we would see $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 days, right? But what would we see for the week afterwards? $30,000 days, $40,000 days. What we ended up doing was basically taking all of the sales for the next week and a half, and we got them all in one day. But we got them at a discount. So our profit margin on every sale was less. And we were paying more money to get those people because the cost of inventory is higher. So maybe we got that sale for a little bit cheaper. Instead of paying $30 to make the sale, maybe we got it for $25. But we might have also made $5 or $6 less on every sale because we discounted that product. And we devalued our brand in the process. Now, this is a really big deal. If people only buy from you when you run discounts, is that a customer you want? And the answer to that is no. Now, what do we do instead of pulling our sales forward where we effectively pay more money to get a smaller profit margin on people and ultimately pull all of our sales from the next week into one single day and then make no money, which is what happens every single time. And why when people say, well, we're fine with running attribution modeling, that 7-day, whatever, like we're going to get this delayed stuff. That's where all of that comes into being 100% a liability to your success. So what do? You come up with the bundles that are important. You come up with upsells. Don't discount your standard products. Make exclusive bundles for the buyers. So if they want to buy the $50 thing, great, it's available. But hey, we have a special $120 thing that's actually $150 worth of product. So now I might have to pay $10, $20 more to get you to buy something because my CPA is $120 instead of $50, or my average cost, my AOV. But if I'm paying an extra $20, $30 to make 2.5 sales worth of value out of you, one, my profit margin goes up. Now, I'm discounting my overall revenue against my cost of goods, but because I don't have to make that sale every single time, if I can get 2.5 sales for the price of 1.25 sales, that's good money. So what I'm giving up on the margin between cost of goods and retail price, I'm making up in the reduced cost per acquisition. What I'm doing is I'm pulling forward my LTV. Instead of pulling forward all of my sales and devaluing the brand, I'm pulling forward my LTV and developing greater brand value. Because instead of getting one standard thing for cheap, you're getting a group of things, so you get more and more product from me, and you're paying me more money. I learned this from a vice president of Guthrie Ranker. This is but wait, there's more. This is what happens about 8 minutes or 12 minutes into every single infomercial that we saw growing up as kids. It's not just the knife. It's the knife plus the 5 other things plus the block, and then you get another one free, and instead of paying $30 for the knife, you're going to get all of it for 3 easy payments of $25.95. So instead of paying me the $30, you're going to pay me $80 or $100, which means you get way more product from me. Now, you may or not have made those extra purchases, but let's say the average person spends $50 on a product, and we have a bundle for $125. It's really $150 with the product. So it's 3 purchases. Now, if I know the average person buys, say, 2.5 times, and my product is worth $50, the average customer is worth about $125. If I get all of that revenue from you on the first purchase, as soon as you make one additional purchase from me, I've increased the LTV of my average buyer. What that means is I can pay more money to acquire the customers immediately afterwards. What I'm doing is I'm allowing myself to have a higher and higher CPA on Facebook. When you do this right, you're going to be able to lose money on Facebook on that initial sale. Because what you're doing is you're developing long-term value with your customer on the LTV, the lifetime value of that customer, because you're increasing the AOV. And if your AOV is $125, well, you can pay more money to acquire that customer. Maybe instead of breaking even at 50, you make 50% profit margin, like you get a 1.5 ROAS on that 125, but you got all that revenue up front instead of having to fight for the second and the third sale. You got all of it right away. That is the purpose of a sale campaign. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't take your $50 thing and sell it for $35. Package 3 of them together. Buy 2, get 1 free or something like that with free shipping. Get that to somebody. Because also, instead of getting one thing, they get multiple physical goods from you. And they get super excited about it. And which means they also have to spend more time, tactile time with your product and the experience with your brand, which means they have greater loyalty over time. This is how you build a brand. The last thing that I want to say when it comes to Black Friday is timing. Start your Black Friday sale early. Now, everybody starts it early. But my point is, by the time Black Friday actually comes around, you should basically be all in retargeting site traffic. You are not prospecting a single penny. And you have saturated everybody that you think is going to buy. And now you're letting everybody else pay to reach new individuals while you're just fostering anybody that's ready to buy from you. And the people that do come from you are paying more money. Because remember, we have the bundle. And remember, you've already acquired all that cheap and easy sales because you got your CRM list. So you've made a whole ton of sales for basically super cheap. And you're pulling forward LTV off of those customers. So instead of getting a sale from them, you're getting like 2.5 sales from them. So you're getting the next 3 months, 5 months, 6 months worth of business out of them in one day. And then by the time everybody else is competing to just devalue their brand and ruin their profit margins, you're in this space of like, screw it, I don't need that business. If you want to pay me $200, you can. If not, otherwise, here's everything else that we have. You've played 4D chess, and you've generated your Q1 revenue in a day and developed relationships that are going to last a long time. Anyway, that's how we do Black Friday. That's how this stuff works. If you want to succeed, this is the path forward. Once again, my name is Charlie. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you like this stuff, YouTube says you're probably going to like these things here too. And if you really enjoy what's going on, go ahead and subscribe. Without any further ado, once again, I want to say thank you. My name is Charlie. I hope you've enjoyed this. See you on the internet.